I know that if things were going to improve, I was the one responsible for making it happen. In the messy world of a college dorm, I made it a point to keep my room neat and tidy. These improvements were minor, but they gave me a sense of control over my life. A habit is a routine or behavior that is performed regularly and, in many cases, automatically. Changes that seem small and unimportant at first will compound into remarkable results if you're willing to stick with them for years. In the long run, the quality of our lives often depends on the quality of our habits. With the same habits, you'll end up with the same results. But with better habits, anything is possible. It was gradual evolution, a long series of small wins and tiny breakthroughs. The only way I made progress, the only choice I had, was to start small. I had never considered myself a mastery of a topic, but rather someone who was experimenting alongside my readers. If you can get 1% better each day for 1 year, you'll end up 37 times better by the time you're done. What starts as a small win or a minor setback accumulates into something much more. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same way that money multiplies through interest. Habits seem to make little difference on any given day, and yet the impact they deliver over the months and years can be enormous. It is only when looking back 2, 5, or perhaps 10 years that the value of good habits and the cost of bad ones become strikingly apparent. If you want to predict where you'll end up in life, all you have to do is follow the curve of tiny gains or tiny losses, and see how your daily choices will compound 10 or 20 years down the line. Time magnifies the margin between success and failure. It will multiply whatever you feed it. Good habits make time your ally. Bad habits make time your enemy. Habits are a double-edged sword. Bad habits can cut you down just as easily as good habits can build you up. The more tasks you can handle without thinking, the more your brain is free to focus on other areas. Learning one new idea won't make you a genius, but a commitment to lifelong learning can be transformative. Habits often appear to make no difference until you cross a critical threshold and unlock a new level of performance. It's a hallmark of any compounding process. The most powerful outcomes are delayed. I began to realize that my results had very little to do with the goals I set and nearly everything to do with the systems I followed. If you want better results, then forget about setting goals. Focus on your system instead. Goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress. If successful and unsuccessful people share the same goals, then the goal cannot be what differentiates the winners from the losers. It was only when they implemented a system of continuous small improvements that they achieved a different outcome. It is unlikely that your actual path through life will match the exact journey you had in mind when you set out. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of building systems is to continue playing the game. Bad habits repeat themselves again and again, not because you don't want to change, but because you have the wrong system for change.